There are maybe countless fundamental principles about the modern world, but in the end, they all come down to one thing: people. We want to understand people because we want to become better. Whenever you read acting on impulse, feel inadequate, or admire someone at a higher level, you're really asking the same question: how can I become better? You can change. We already know the brain remains plastic even into old age. You can learn new skills, adopt a growth mindset, and improve over time. But there's a deeper insight. We live in an age of rapid AI progress. Studying AI helps us understand ourselves, because the human brain is also, in essence, a neural network. If a property exists in AI systems, there's a good chance it exists in us. Modern neuroscience and philosophy ask questions like, what is consciousness? What is the self? Can AI have awareness? By comparing the brain with AI, we gain powerful insights. Combining modern theories with ancient wisdom, we can build a simple but highly useful working model. A person has three selves: the process self, the interface self, and the core self. 1. The process self. The process self is the you feel, moment to moment. Right now, you are reading. You avoid obstacles so they don't hit you. You think, while others make noise. It separates me from not me. It's your continuous subjective experience. But this self isn't as real as it feels. Philosophically, it's just a convenient concept. You and the table are both collections of atoms. We invent labels like self and object to organize reality. The process self is the brain's real-time computation that maintains a sense of a subject. It includes everything: sensory input, internal processing, our behavior. If consciousness comes from narrative, then the process self is the temporary character generated in each moment of that narrative. It's also unstable. When you're fully immersed in a game, you forget yourself, yet it's always running. For example, your heart rate rises, your breathing changes, your tone hardens. Whether you admit it or not, your process self is expressing anger. In Buddhist terms, the 5 aggregates can be seen as components of this process: form, sensations, perceptions, mental activity, and consciousness. Together, they create your experience. But here's the key: the process self is passive. Experiments show that the brain makes decisions before you become aware of them, by several hundred milliseconds. So this self is not the decision maker. It's more like a spokesperson or a log system, recording what happens, not controlling it. When you think, did I say that too harshly? Why am I procrastinating? You're just reading the logs. You haven't touched the deeper system yet. 2. The interface self. The interface self is more stable and visible. It's your personality, identity, life story, emotional narrative. Philosopher Daniel Dennett calls something similar the center of narrative gravity. There is no little person inside your brain controlling everything. The self you imagine is just a fictional protagonist your brain creates to make sense of your story. And like the process self, the interface self is continuous. I woke up, I went to work, I achieved something. I will succeed. It helps others and yourself understand who you are. I'm introverted. I'm a responsible parent. I've always worked hard. Your social media posts, your job interviews, your self-descriptions, that's your interface self. It also has some control. You can override your default behavior. I will act confident today, and you might succeed, but it's still not fixed. You behave differently with your boss, with waiters, with your family. Which one is the real you? All of them, and none of them. Modern psychology shows personality is highly context-dependent. Your interface self is just a front-end UI, a mask adapted to different situations. That's why, after an argument, you might think, was that really me? The answer is, not quite. 3. The core self. If the other two are generated, what generates them? That's the core self. The core self cannot be directly perceived, because it's the system, that produces perception. According to theories like predictive processing, the brain is a prediction machine. It builds a model of the world, then constantly tests and updates it. You act based on predictions, then adjust when reality disagrees. So who is making these predictions? Your core self. It consists of deep probability distributions, prior assumptions, learned patterns. Why do people interpret the same situation differently? Because their priors are different. Why do some people fight challenges, while others give up? Because their underlying models differ. The core self doesn't change with mood, doesn't depend on context, evolves slowly. It is your instincts, intuitions, subconscious tendencies. It's your default code, your model of how the world works and how you respond to it. If anything resembles the true self, this is it. This becomes clearer if we compare it to AI. The process self maps to the model's current input processing output flow. The interface self corresponds to prompt and a role configuration. The core self is analogous to the model's weights. Changing your behavior or mindset is like changing prompts, but prompts don't change the model. Under pressure, your true behavior comes from your weights. Most people spend their lives reacting to stimuli, tweaking their prompts, but real growth requires changing the model itself. But how to upgrade the core self? Like AI, your parameters change through training. There are two main levers. 1. Training data. This is everything you consume. Stories, media, people, environments. They shape your neural patterns. If your inputs are shallow, emotional, extreme, you become reactive, superficial, polarized. Your brain becomes overfitted to bad data. 2. Reward function. This is what your system optimizes for. If your reward is get praised by the boss, you optimize appearances. If your reward is reduce mistakes for the team, you optimize truth. Over time, different reward functions create completely different people. Your environment, friends, workplace, relationships writes your reward function. Choose carefully. Also, rewards must be specific. Vague goals don't train anything. What you reinforce is what you become. When reality contradicts you, you have 3 choices. Ignore the evidence, avoid similar situations, update your model. The third is the hardest, but the most valuable. Being proven wrong is not failure. It's the best opportunity to upgrade your core self. Humans have one advantage over AI. We can choose our training data and reward functions. This is your deepest freedom. You can choose what kind of person you become. That's true metacognition. Who is training me? Why this direction? Who decides what is good? There's an old saying, watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. They become character. Watch your character. It becomes your destiny. In our framework, thoughts, words, actions, maps to process self, habits, personality corresponds to interface self, and together, they slowly rewrite your core self. Once you understand this, you're finally ready to learn how to think better. That's it for today's content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.